Now that you have a plan and a kit, it's important to know what type of hazards can affect you and your family. There are three categories: natural, technological, and acts of terrorism. A natural hazard is a natural event that can threaten lives, property, and other assets. It happens often in the same region because it is related to weather patterns or the physical aspect of that area. Natural hazards that can happen in Blacksburg include floods, thunderstorms and lightning, hurricanes, winter storms and extreme cold, extreme heat, fires, wildfires, pandemic flu, tornadoes, and even earthquakes. Let's take a look at each potential hazard. Flooding. Heavy rains and snowmelt can lead to mudslides and road closures. More deaths occur due to flooding than from any other thunderstorm-related hazard. Thunderstorms and lightning. Summer and its heat usually bring thunderstorms to Blacksburg. Sometimes these storms can be severe, producing lightning and high winds. Lightning can cause fires and wind can lead to property damage as well as downed power lines. Hurricanes. Hurricanes are not just a coastal hazard. Blacksburg has had hurricanes and tropical storms, and the remnants of these storms can do significant damage. In 1989, Tropical Storm Hugo brought 1 to 4 inches of rain to southwest Virginia and caused the New River to crest over 7 feet above the flood stage. The estimated cost from Hugo reached almost $60 million in damage statewide. Winter storms and extreme cold. Heavy snow and ice can lead to power outages and road closures. Exposure to extreme cold can cause frostbite, hypothermia, and be life-threatening. Temperatures in Blacksburg have been known to dip below 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Extreme heat. Temperatures in Blacksburg can reach into the 90s. At these temperatures, sunstroke, heat cramps, and heat exhaustion are possible with prolonged exposure and/or physical activity. Fires. The Blacksburg Fire Department asks you to do the following to make it easier for firefighters to respond to an emergency at your home. Post your address where it's clearly visible from the street. Make sure your driveway is wide enough to accommodate a fire truck. Remove low-hanging branches and avoid sharp turns. Check your smoke and carbon monoxide detectors monthly and change the batteries every year. Have a fire extinguisher handy and know how to use it. If you use a generator in an emergency, make sure the exhaust is not coming into your home. Practice your escape plan. For more information about the Blacksburg Fire Department, call 540-961-1175. Wildfires. Although we have not had any widespread damage from wildfires in Blacksburg, the fact that more and more people are building woodland homes and living in woodland subdivisions, loss of property and life from wildfires is a real possibility. Pandemic flu. In the 20th century, there were 3 pandemic flu outbreaks: the Spanish flu, the Asian flu, and the Hong Kong flu. Collectively, these outbreaks caused over 775,000 deaths in the United States. 36,000 people in the United States die from influenza each year. A medium-level pandemic flu could lead to 89,000 to 207,000 deaths in the United States. Tornadoes. There are some who believe that the mountains that surround our area protect us from tornadoes. However, that is not true. In 1987, a tornado hit Montgomery County, causing $2.5 million in property damage. Earthquakes. Although it is rare that we feel earthquake tremors in Blacksburg, they have been known to happen, with the most recent occurring in 1975, leading to broken windows in Blacksburg. The second type of hazard that can lead to a disaster is technological. Technological hazards are events such as hazardous material incidents. These incidents usually occur with no warning, and victims may not know they've been affected until years later. Here in Blacksburg, there are 2 types of technological hazards that can happen: hazardous material incidents and household chemical emergencies. Hazardous material incidents. With trains, some carrying hazardous materials, traveling on the tracks that surround our area, tractor-trailer trucks hauling freight on 460, and businesses in the town limits using various chemicals, Blacksburg could easily face a hazardous materials disaster. Household chemical emergencies. The most common chemical accidents occur in our own homes. Almost every home has products containing hazardous materials or chemicals. Examples are cleaning products, pesticides, automotive products, painting supplies, gardening products, batteries, mercury thermometers, and fluorescent light bulbs. The final hazard is terrorism. Terrorism is the use of force or violence against persons or property in violation of the criminal laws of the United States for purposes of intimidation, coercion, or ransom. While the chance of being a victim of a terrorist attack is rare, being prepared can help you and your family exert some control. No matter what the hazard, you can be prepared by making a plan, getting a kit, and staying informed. For more information, please visit ready.gov or call me at 961-1145. The time to prepare is now. Get ready, Blacksburg.